call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Boston College's offense will take the first swing of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't quite hook up trying to make completion in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to fire on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Swings it out to the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. They go to the ground. And he's still running after the move.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off at. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David.
Breaks into the open. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. He's picked up 49 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Trying play action. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. He'll pull it down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. From the gun. Running back on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
From the gun on 3rd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes that Alabama offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Spins away from the defense. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Boston College will send out the punt team.
To kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Oh, better look out. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. He's now got 78 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Inside the 45. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. And they fail to hook up on third down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll give it to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Boston College wants to play fast. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Under fire. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The play action fake. Picked picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Boston College, 3.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Boston College, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Boston College will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Here's an example of bend but don't break defense. And yeah, they've given up some yards on this drive, but after that big sack, they've now set up 3rd and long, and now they've got an opportunity to finally get off the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Snags a quick pass on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off play action. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Boston College will send out the punt team.
Punt formation to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Nice move there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. On first down from the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Slater. Makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in.